Hello everyone. Sorry I'm late. I wasn't really feeling that great, so I actually almost... Oh, my closet's open. Why does it keep leaving this shit open? Yeah, I wasn't feeling too great, but I almost didn't stream, so I forced myself to take a little nap, and I woke up feeling pretty great, so here we are. Okay, let's get this going. So I was in the middle of the MSQ here. I had one more guy to talk to here. Oh man, hair's all messed up from the nap. Sorry guys, just checking something real quick. Alright, good enough. The Resistance? Damned if I know. It's not as if I'd be of any use to them. I have to get new contact lenses. So blurry. Let me get a little closer here. I can barely read this. If you set store by all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you. But I'm too old for the Mask's bedtime stories. This is our lot, and it's time we got used to it. Alphenol. I suppose I should ask what you learned, but I think I already know. This Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the Resistance, the Masks. Yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them. Only that they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent history. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation is unrivaled. We can hope the revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal's shipment, we yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm my suspicions, and mayhap enlist their help whilst I'm about it. Given that you and Gundobald are already acquainted, mayhap it would be best if you took the lead. Shall we? Alright, let's go talk to their leader. Oh, sorry, still kind of waking up here. Much as it pleases me to see you again, Andrew, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and yours have been asking questions. The Griffin? Aye, I know of him, as do we all. He and his Masks have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was a suspicion at first, given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished. But I have not forgotten Wilrid. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver his speech to our people at the sunken Temple of Quarn. Go and see him with your own eyes. Weigh his words with your own heart. How convenient. 'Tis but a pity Thancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. Is that a triple triad? Or no, it's probably a leave quest. Leave. Okay, now I just have to fly my way out of here and go to the west, it looks like. Oh. Actually, I have to fly out manually. Oh, that's not so bad. Oh, do I get a dungeon here, maybe? Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within. Oh no, this is a dungeon I've already done. Kind of reusing the area, it looks like. Oh, there he is.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery.
Baby Smell, how's it going?
The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us, they have enslaved us, and they have murdered us. But no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands.
Your character is now an actual baby again. Oh, did you race change to one of the potato races?
This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more!
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
Who's here? There they are!
What are you two doing here?
Could be asking you the same.
I can ask you the same thing.
What the heck? Oh yeah, we did see them here during the
Well, this is
during
quite
those
a surprise.
during those little cutscenes. That's right.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
I wondered when we see these two again. Well, our characters at least. Oh, there we go. Words cannot express how glad I am to see you both alive and well. And you, though it was pretty obvious you and Andrew would be fine. The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, divided as they were and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believed that, forgive me. What exactly have you two been doing all this time? Probably tracking this guy, right? Oh no. Repaying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Ul'dah, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right, they smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo, all at a great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. When we learned of the Scion's exoneration, that Lolorito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, that General Raban had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact. But having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to the courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the masks are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communication with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffin mistrusts the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? Curious. It is well known that we are no friends to Garlemald. One would think that the man we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. Ah, I should say that the man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rabble-rouser to boot. 'Twould not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you would have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. What? It's not as if I'm making you all wear one, and mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Oh, what actually is my schedule? Right now it's Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. I need to update my panel here. The schedule here is not correct. Yeah, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it's at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, I need to make sure the schedule's up to date, just in the schedule section as well. So my panels were wrong. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna check on my. I think we'd get more people in here if I was a little more consistent. Let me see. Settings. How do I change my stream schedule? That's what I need to figure out here. I've been using Twitch for like 2 years almost, and I still cannot... I can barely get, make my way through this. Okay, let me add a stream. Every Monday. Whoops. Yeah, I need to adjust the times on these. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I'm gonna add a Monday stream as well. Sure, it's 3:30, just 2 hours. And it's Final Fantasy. Yep, 3:30 to 5:30 on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the, to get a better sense of the man. For all the good it did. And now you've heard the whole of it. But tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Summoning? You're not serious. I can't believe it. The Resistance would never even entertain such a ridiculous plan. But the Griffin? Well, that man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The Masks have made many such claims of late. I confess I'd assumed it to be mere bluster, but in the context of the shipments of which you spoke, it's not impossible that they are alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together. And if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Indeed. That is, assuming you'll have us? Well, why would we say no? Why would we say no to that? Pretty cool, we're starting to all get reunited. We just are missing Minfilia. If, as you suspect, the Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a primal, we must needs obtain confirmation while there is yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. BJ, how's it going, man? Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he were one of the Griffin's closest associates. While he may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he can probably tell us the Mask's plans in broad strokes. Like the man whom he impersonates, however, he is wary of outsiders. He will not expose himself without a suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You and Alfina will pose as adventurers, fallen on hard times, inspired by his words to take up arms for a noble cause. Yida and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements, and testify as to your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurances still ringing in his ears, he will decide to welcome you in person, and we will arrange a meeting. Cherkun! Here's Cherkun right here. You will need to look the part that we might maintain the charade until we have until we have cornered at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Tailbot, and to have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? It all seems simple enough. Thank you. And with that intro, let us be off. Alright, we're gonna get disguises on again. It's been a while. So, Tailbot, we're gonna go buy some clothes to look like hobos. Look like Alamegan refugees. Okay, where... Honorable heroes. Oh. I guess... Oh, obviously I have to go back into the camp. Okay, let's, oh, into this tunnel. Huh. Eh? You want to buy what? I don't know what you're up to, but I want no part of it. Ah, but let's see if the money talks. Well, you're the ones with the gill, and seeing as you're friends of Papalimo, there, tunic and slops for the both of you, tailored and treated to your taste. Now off with you before someone sees us together. All right, disguise time. Just passing by. Take care and have fun, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Good to say hello to you. Right then, I will go and change and see what the spot Papalimo marked on our maps. And that would be... Oh, I need to put on the disguise. That's probably why it is redded out. There we go. Now I look like a refugee. Which is the way out again? Oh, south. Get him, Andrew. Yeah, will do. You got it, man. Alright, he's got his disguise on too. Well, look at us. A pair of down-at-heel adventurers seeking a chance to recapture past glories. Yes, this should suffice. And now we play the waiting game. Oh, they got him. Let's see, how smart is this guy?
My thanks, comrades. You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
Do it.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms.
Is this guy gonna fall for us?
I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. A little forward there.
Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
Oof. It's a trap.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
The famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals.
Who is the Griffin? Alright, let's start beating this guy up.
You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal.
Wonder why else
We
they get the
used
crystals.
them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
That idea, bro. I don't know.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Emulger?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god. Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
The false Griffin. I wonder who the real one is.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Then let us be off. Are you perchance the Warrior of Light?
Maybe?
Aye. I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave man can make a difference. You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago.
I don't remember who this is.
On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences.
Oh, is she from Alamigo as well?
You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts.
She is pretty tall. I didn't put the two and two together. Quarry Mill, he said? Do you remember? Forgive me, you cannot be expected to recall every name and face, and besides, it's not as if it matters. I have long admired how you lived in the present, how you focus on the problems at hand and always keep moving forward. So let us keep moving forward together, Andrew. We must find and secure those crystals. This is no time for looking back. Alright, I always take the money. If we take the Griffin's double at his word, then the crystals are now somewhere between Zaharak, ready to be put to use by the Amalja. We must apprise Alize of all we've learned. I will join you both in Little Alamigo after I've changed. Okay, yeah, let's put my gear back on. If I just hit this again. Oh, there we go. All right. Let's keep on moving here. Whoops. Now that Thancred has finally arrived, mayhap you could share your latest findings. You mean to tell me that while we were worrying ourselves sick, Ida and Paplimo were here all along? Well, your Stola will be relieved, and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amal-Jah. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ifrit as we speak. We must make for Zaharak without delay. Agreed. If there is naught else to discuss, let us depart at once. Is this a trick? To, like, make us go away? And so they go forth, in accordance with the Griffin's plan. Oh, Urianger. The players gather to assume their masks on a stage wreathed in flame. Ere long the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am author, gods forbid me, shall at last be performed. Naught else remaineth, save to stand at the ready and pray that the chance is seized, for never shall we know its like again. I want to know why the heck he's doing this. They've been teasing Urianger's looks like a betrayal for a while. I confess I expected a warmer greeting, but we must not jump to conclusions. Not until we have braved the Bowl of Embers. We must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. If you would make any final preparations, pray do so now. I shall await your signal. Oh! Ooh, is this the end of a patch, maybe? Several cutscenes. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in entirety. Let me see what's this called. One life. Let me see. One life for one world. Oh, it's second to last of 3.4. One life for one world. So I guess it's 3.4. I'll edit my title. It's 3.4 ending. 3.4 ending, I assume. Alright, well, let's find out.
This isn't right. The Amal-Jah would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
We just fell into their trap.
Not willingly, no.
Oh, God. Oh, there's the Warriors of Darkness here.
Ah, the saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
Can I even kill this guy?
By the 12. Will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the warrior of light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos.
Do I finally get to fight this guy?
One life for one world. A fair exchange. Wouldn't you agree?
No, because then our world gets screwed, right? Oh, geez. No chance, huh?
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
There we go. We got the Scions. Oh, God. Enchanting your arrow.
Carbuncle! Defend me!
Oh!
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Oof.
Alize!
Is she not that strong in comparison? Then again, I've never really seen her fight.
Did I not tell you, Alphino? I am not the girl I once was.
Alright, is she gonna mess him up now?
My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
Alright, let's see those talents. You gonna screw him up now? Ooh. Okay, that's pretty sick. What job is this? How do I do this?
To destroy all that we hold dear, then you shall die by my sword.
Oh shit, she's cool.
Let's finish this.
Oh, we do get to fight them. Alright, I'm going straight for the leader. Okay, wait. Hold on, I gotta get my buff on. Okay. I haven't played my ninja in a week. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh, he's invulnerable. What do I have to kill this guy first? Oh yeah, this guy actually takes damage. Oops. I wasted 2 of my mudras. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so we'll get this guy. The big guy. The big dumb guy goes down.
There's no escape.
This one's pissed. Oh, Jesus. This one was pissing me off. Is this the one that attacked Alize? I can't tell if that green thing is from... Oh, never mind, we did. Alright, you. You're next. Oh, you're back up. What the heck? How does this... Am I doing something wrong here? So what's my objective? Defeat the warriors for... Oh, shoot. Okay, let's heal up here.
No more games.
Ah! I'm stunned? Or is this part of the scripted cutscene? Yeah, it is. Dang it, I was hoping I could beat this guy up right now. Uh-oh.
It ends now.
Alright, what's gonna happen? Was Urianger not betraying us?
What?
Has he been lying to the Warriors of Darkness all this time?
You snake! You would betray us as well?
Has he been on our side the whole time?
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart.
Why do you keep saying it's Urianger? It's the 3 Lollifuls! I know.
Say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation?
Nay.
Nay.
By the 12, Urianger!
I don't think we've ever seen this guy fight. Oh. And the mask is off.
Mine apologies, Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
I remain unconvinced.
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us.
Honestly, I got fooled too. It was only recently I was like, wait a minute. Actually, it was probably just this moment where I was like, wait a minute. Has he been on our side all along? I seriously thought he was betraying us. At the end of A Realm Reborn, when it showed him talking to the Ascians, I was like, oh my god, this fucker's gonna betray us. I've been fooled.
I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
Thou mayest, my lady.
Thou mayest. So this guy's supposed to be strong with magic. He learned from Louis, right?
Even odds then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop.
Oh, I don't think so. He has a book.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance. Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. I cannot do it alone, but together we can defeat them.
It's like a sword spirit bomb. All right. But Thancred can't use energy or magic anymore, right?
Make ready. They come.
Let's just announce our plan out loud, huh? All right. I feel like we won't see the last of these people here, though. I don't know. So, okay, this one's invulnerable. Okay, so I have to hit this one. Man, this Warrior Darkness really wants me. You want to give ether to her weapon. How do I give ether to her weapon? Do I have to, like, right-click her, or... No? Do I have, like, right-click or anything? Do I just keep beating him up and then she gets energy? Or do we just hold them off until she's ready? Oh, click on her weapon. Oh, whoops. Alright. Do I have to get closer? How the heck do I do this? Am I crazy? Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Oh, in front of her. Oh, I'm stupid. It says Blade of Light right there. I was like clicking on her. Ha! So then... So I have to do it a little bit at a time, it sounds like. Am I gonna die? Can I click on it again yet? No? How do I know when I'm able to click it again? Everyone messes up this part? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm messing this up. I don't see it. Oh, wait, here it is. I hear Urianger saying stuff. Oh, there it is. The Blade of Light's here. Okay. Alright, 20 more, so when it shows up one more time. So I just wait for it to show up again, huh? That's what it seems like. Is it there again? Maybe I have to wait for a text bubble to show up. Methaner Singh, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Oh, try not to aggro everyone? Okay, I won't AoE them. I'll just hit like one at a time. Oh, steal the ether. There we go. All right, now let's... Can I click it? I see it, but... Oh, do I have to kill whoever's aggroing me? Oh, man. Okay, I have to make this person faint real quick. Oh, God. Let me click it. No! Get off me. Oh, he's hitting Alfino. There we go. Is that it? Hey! All right, do your thing.
No, not like this.
Woo! We got him? I wish I could have been the one to do the final blow on him, but this works too. I think this is near the end of 3.4. Yeah.
Alize, are you hurt?
Is she gonna get annoyed if I'm worrying?
Dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
Or he cannot die, maybe. Because he's already dead.
We are far from finished.
Well, can I, like, slit his throat or anything? These guys just get back up.
Have you never considered how we came to this world?
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt planes with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Wait, didn't you just say that they were already dead? What good would slitting their throats do then? Yeah, nothing. They absolutely nothing, huh? Dang it. So how do I kill them?
Wait!
All right, clever
Such
one.
methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
At long last you see. To save our world, we gave our lives.
OMG 10M0NTHF.
We were just adventurers trying to make our way.
YUH.
Prodigy, thank you so much for the 10 months, man. Appreciate it.
But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders and bid us fight for all that was good and right.
I cannot wait till this happens during an extremely emotional cutscene. You never know. I can always skip the alerts too. Maybe I could always mute sounds during cutscenes too. I'll have to remember that. No, keep them. It'll enhance them, huh?
We fought and we fought until there was no one left to fight. We won. And now our world is being erased from existence.
I kind of feel bad for this guy, but I can't let him kill our world though.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
That sucks.
You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
Can't let you kill our world, though.
I've died before, Arbet. I'm not afraid to die again.
I expected his voice to be bigger and deeper. Are they gonna come back in different forms?
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
Oh boy, here they go. What the hell's... So, how does this work? Are these their original bodies, or are these new bodies that they found? That's the question. Oh, you expected his voice to be super deep. Jeff, what's up? You have a math question? Yeah, go for it, man.
To have known the depths of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis-Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle.
I see I love you in there. I heart you. Yeah, I don't get it.
Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
Can't he just talk normally? Why does Urianger always have to talk like that? Send a Discord? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I looked at that. I'm like, I don't get it. I realize Methane Rising is how I pronounce the name for that follow most recently. I totally read that wrong. Methane Rising, I believe, is probably correct. By the way, thank you so much for the follow.
What is this place?
So have we stopped them from killing themselves?
Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From two worlds do we gather, and from two worlds do we offer a bounty of light.
Yeah, the English voice actors are really good. In the original, this is the first expansion. So in the first expansion, or the original game, they used American voice actors, people you'd hear normally in kind of California English dubbed anime. They used Bang Zoom Studios and a bunch of others, and it was heavily criticized. The acting was kind of cheesy in some regards, but starting this expansion, they brought in British voice actors, I believe. So, yeah, it's very good. I actually switched to Japanese for a bit in the original game because I wasn't a fan of the English, but in this, it's very good. I agree with you on that.
In this desperate hour, we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
You have it set to Japanese? Ah, yeah, the Japanese is really good as well. It's kind of cool when I do different dungeons watching the cutscenes. I just, I'll switch between them, you know, now and then. The Japanese is great as well. But yeah, definitely try out the English when you get here. But that's, he mentioned, is he going to sacrifice Minfilia, or is that, because he said...
Cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed.
I didn't quite fully understand that.
Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, who I can yet save.
Oh, or is it the opposite? Oh, here's Minfilia.
Minfilia.
She's not gonna die or sacrifice herself, is she?
Blessed children of the First, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute.
What's up, Zen? Yep, this is where I'm at. End of 3.4. I assume. You love this part in the story? Ah, you came at a great time. Yeah, dude, not much. Just like usual, loving and enjoying the story. It's so nice doing this on Twitch, because when I don't get something, someone will like explain it to me in Twitch chat, and I'm like, ah, thank you.
I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer.
Hey, 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 hey. Don't you dare. Okay, good.
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Hydaelyn. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary.
By set me free, do you mean I die, or,
Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light.
that she can do what she wants, more or less? Okay, that makes sense. I mean,
Thank you, Urianger, for
literally
bringing
what
everyone
what
here.
she said, huh?
It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Hydaelyn had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength longsword.
Archon, what's up? Well, 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 what do we have here? In taking you into her bosom. Hold on. Bosom. Bosom. If we go to dictionary.com and look up bosom, the chest of a human, a woman's breast or breasts. She took you into her bosom. I'm just that immature. I saw that and I'm like, into her bosom. Her booba.
And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark.
Giant crystal mommy booba.
Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
Space Candy is pleased. I was wondering what Urianger was up to and when the heck they would explain it.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away.
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
I was tricked. When the quest was named One Life for One World, I thought it was the Warrior of Darkness trying to kill the Warrior of Light, saying, ha, I'll kill you, one life for one world. Interesting.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal? And at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You've been bamboozled? Absolutely. I am completely bamboozled. I was completely bamboozled.
You would go alone then?
Dang.
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be.
Man. I learned more about Thancred from the 1.0 story and how he watched over Minfilia. It kind of made this a little bit more emotional.
Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
Turncoat Urianger.
Long have I watched you from Heidelin's side. Watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark
what's this?
recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
Something tells me we're gonna have to use it, though, at some point.
It would seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Next link. Oh, that was Louis' staff. That's the one that they kept at the Waking Sands, right, against her wall. When he sacrificed himself during the calamity. Is that's the staff, right? Is this the one? Ah, I see. Thank you for clarifying that. I couldn't tell because I was expecting to see like a whole staff with all the multiple pieces and not just a little nub. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Glad you're enjoying the game. Oh my god, I'm loving this. After the years of abuse by World of Warcraft and Activision Blizzard, this is just so refreshing. Have you been playing the game long as well? Or are you pretty new? A lot of veterans.
Hear me, servant of Heidelin. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home.
Can they go back? Or by take us home, do they want to go back to the world, or are they accepting death?
We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
I feel bad for hating on this guy now. I feel you. I used to play WoW on FF14. You played WoW from Burning Crusade all the way to Battle for Azeroth. Shadowlands was a letdown, but I started to play 14 much more seriously at the end of Heavensward into Stormblood. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, Shadowlands was absolutely horrible, and that's saying a lot since BFA and like Warlords of Draenor were really bad. I didn't even like Cataclysm. You may find... Oh, I may find out in about 2 expansions? All right. I'll soon see. Well, not soon, but I'll someday see. I'm kind of slow going through the story. I take my time doing this stuff, so... You guys will have to remind me. Mop was truly the last great expansion? Yeah. I agree. For me, Wrath of the Lich King was kind of the end.
Feeling. So many times have I watched you depart. My heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph.
This group is awesome. Oh, definitely. Hot take, Mop was the last good expansion. Yeah, I had fun in Legion, not because it was a good expansion, but because I played with a good guild. But if I were not in the guild, I would have not liked it. With Mop, I think I just did PvP, but I enjoyed it. The game actually felt kind of balanced PvP-wise for the most part. I mean, to me, that was like the most balanced season of PvP that I can think of, at least.
Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor.
Do we ever see Minfilia again in the flesh? Oh man, actually don't answer that, guys, because I'll have to find out for myself. Oh, that's her mother. Adopted mother. Is she gonna sense that Minfilia is gone?
Thank you, Lemmy, for everything.
Oh no. She's gonna know. Haven't we been keeping the secret of her? That Minfilia's been gone? Or no, we told her. We told her in Limsa. But still, oh my god. We promised we'd bring her back, dang it. He had cast on the move an absurd buff stacking with Lyshens and Blackblood. It was the best of times. Nice. Okay, just to make sure I understand what just happened. With Minfilia, when we were at the end of A Realm Reborn, when we were getting betrayed by the Crystal Braves and the Syndicate, just to make sure I understand what happened to Minfilia. We were the last two that were going to escape, and then at the last second she said, you know what, no, you go on ahead. Like, Hygelin's spoken to me. How did she get to where she was, like, with Hygelin? Like, it's just Hygelin, she's the Echo, or I don't know, maybe that's a spoiler that I haven't learned yet. So she became one with Hygelin. And another question, did she become one with Hygelin because Hygelin was weak? She turned back and jumped Flo with Y'shtola and Thancred. Oh, okay, I see. Because Y'shtola used a forbidden spell, which put herself in the life what is it? The life flow, ether flow. So Y'shtola and Thancred got shot out somewhere else, Minfilia didn't. So Thancred got thrown out naked into Dravania, and then Y'shtola was stuck in the life stream, and then in Gridania we had to bring her back naked. Okay. So Minfilia didn't get shot out somewhere. She ended up with Hygelin when that spell was used. So then Minfilia technically died, and Y'shtola technically died, but we brought her back. I see. It's the ethereal light stream. Y'shtola had to fish out. We had to fish her out ourselves. And Minfilia we never got out. Okay, that makes sense. And the ethereal stream, just because I don't fully grasp the way magic works in this universe. Is that a place you go? Because I didn't play previous Final Fantasy games either. So if this is like from a reference to other games, I don't fully get it. So was she dead? Is that why she ended up there? So like when you die, is that where you end up? Or was it just the spell put her there because it was a forbidden spell? Also, she's blind and she has to use ethereal energies or magic to see. And Thancred lost his ability to use magic. Just want to clarify before I move forward so I don't get confused. And then next, And then next, Minfilia was... Okay, wait, let's see. Y'shtola lost her vision and Thancred can't use magic, but Minfilia became the voice of Hydaelyn. Okay, makes sense. It's like a river of souls. If you're incredibly skilled and incredibly trained, some mages of legend can ride it and teleport. Okay, so you're right. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So I'm right. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate the clarification. Most people who try simply dissolve into it. Oh, but because Y'shtola is like such a talented, great, you know, magic user, that's why she was able to... you know, be in there and live in there, retain her identity in there. It's like Obi-Wan, right? How, you know, when you die, usually you become one with the Force, but he was able to retain his identity. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe that's a stretch. Okay, and then with Minfilia, she volunteered to go... Oh no, she was going to dissolve as well. We pulled her out before it went too far. Okay, gotcha. So she would have dissolved there. Okay, but some people use it for teleporting, but when she went in there, she was going to dissolve. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, kind of because she's not like a master. She lost her vision as a cost, since very few can do it. Ah, okay. No, that makes sense. And then, finally, my final question before I can proceed. Minfilia, when she was promising the Warriors of Darkness she would go to their world... Does she literally mean she's going to go to their world and save it? Like, physically show up there and save it? Or is she saying that she's going to sacrifice herself so that their world can live on? That part I kind of... like, I was unsure about. Unless that's going to be clarified. And by the way, to everybody lurking, if you're enjoying the stream, consider hitting the follow button, turning on notifications so you know, get to know whenever I go live. I like to play through the MSQ, but if not, I hope you at least enjoy this stream, and thanks for stopping by if not. We're talking very few. Like, I can only think of one lore character who could tug a command as part of the live stream. Okay, so I'll find out at some point in the future. Okay, spoiler terror. Okay, so I thought I was slow or something and I didn't understand it, but it's just they left it open-ended on purpose so that I could find out later. Got it. That makes sense. Okay. It would seem we're in southern Thanalan again. Minfilia's doing, no doubt. May the 12 speed her on her way, and the Warriors of Darkness too. Andrew, you don't realize how happy I am you're enjoying this game? Dude, you were one of the people that kind of, you know, got me into considering playing this game. I mean, Celty, my wife, was the one who ultimately pushed me, but it was in the back of my mind. I don't remember what I was streaming when you mentioned you were going to go raid. But when you said that, I was like, man, I should just really give 14 a real chance, because last time I played it, I didn't really try it out. Put it like this, no Blizzard, they kind of fly at the seat of their pants when it comes to story. 14 was writing the story for Shadowbringers years in advance. Really? Because Shadowbringers is like the finale, right? Give Celty our regards. Will do, man. When she gets home, she's coming home in like 30 minutes. I'll be sure to tell her you said hi. They're like 3 expansions ahead. So I heard that Shadowbringers is like the end of this story, you know, that A Realm Reborn started. Like, that closes out, maybe it's the Ascian story. I mean, who am I to say? I'm only in the first expansion. So I wonder what they're going to do next, because I heard Yoshi P say they're going to keep making... Oh, it was considered the finale for 1.0. Right, that makes sense, because 2.0... Isn't that crazy? That's just so... I mean, I watched a documentary recently on how they transitioned from 1.0 to 2.0. It's so crazy they remade a whole new MMO in a different engine in 2 years, and they made the transition to the new game fit the lore. Louis Sois died. It's just too bad. I wish that more of the 1.0 story was present in 2.0. Like, I had to learn from YouTube videos. I watched a bunch of the cutscenes, and I watched like a summary, a recap of what the story was of 1.0. And it actually, like, really helps, like, seeing the history of Alamigo, Minfilia growing up, her original name, Thancred watching over her, etc. All that. Gaius being super powerful, just the threat of the Empire, all of that. I thought that was really cool. I wish they would kind of incorporate that somehow into the game, but at least it's on YouTube. At least other nerds like me have talked about it in great detail. I really enjoy the story. The game was designed for players who never played 1.0 to be able to jump in without being lost, and it worked. I feel like that's true, because, you know, with 1.0, I feel like I didn't need to know the 1.0 story to know... Because they talk about Louis Swan and his sacrifice. Like, I don't have to know, you know, I didn't have to play 1.0 to know about his sacrifice and what he did, and to or understand the Calamity. But it like made it I don't know, but it was just, it's cool that there's additional info out there. I don't know, it just made a lot of stuff have more weight when I found out that additional info. It's pretty sick. Pretty sick stuff. Whew. Yeah, the story in this game. That's so crazy that they've been writing this. So they've known how this was going to end. Like, ever since they did 1.0. Like, they knew the story. That blows my mind. Yeah, like Archon said, Blizzard, they just fly by the seat of their pants. I literally feel like every expansion, they're like, all right, well, what do we think will sell? Or what do we think makes sense now? I don't know. It's just crazy. It's the same with WoW and its story. When you know the lore, it's much more special. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I did enjoy WoW's lore, and I didn't think any MMO could have better lore than WoW. Yeah, at least that's how it used to be. That's true. You're too used to Blizzard's abuse. I laugh, but it's actually sad. No, I know. I laugh too, and I've been working on a YouTube video about this. Okay, guys, I could not give this game a chance because I had this Stockholm Syndrome attachment to Blizzard. Like, I've just been... out of comfort. I played the game since 2006. I was a freshman in high school when I started playing. So that game was like a huge part of my childhood, and I was just so used to it. I played a lot of video games growing up, but that was the only game I really got, like, super attached to us. Yeah, happens to a Best of Us? Yeah. And my friends and I, we were hooked on it, and we would quit, and even when we knew the game wasn't fun, we would come back just because we felt like we should. It's like, why start another game? We've already invested so many years into WoW, and... yeah, it's crazy. For the first time in my life, I'm not, like, constantly checking up on WoW. Because I've quit WoW multiple times in my life. But I'd always be checking up on what they were doing. Or if someone would talk about WoW, I'd be like, la 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 la, I don't hear you. I don't want to hear about it. Or I might want to play again. And it's the first time I've actually... it's like moving on from a bad breakup, you know? It's like I'm not stalking, you know, it's like stalking your ex on social media. Like, for once, I'm not doing that. I have zero idea of what's going on in the world of World of Warcraft now. It's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I'm all in. 14 is just so good. But you know what's funny is because people like us are so passionate about the game, I think it scares WoW people. Because if you play WoW, when you're playing WoW, if you say like this game sucks, other WoW players will probably agree with you. Even like as you're all like in the game, if you say this game sucks in the chat, people will probably be like, I know, tell me something I don't know. You say the game sucks in here and people will like not be happy in 14. So I think it freaks out WoW people because they're not used to it. Like when I did my first duties and I was like dying a lot, I was panicking. I was like, oh my God, these guys are going to cuss me out. They're going to tell me to kill myself. But no, they just said, it's all right, we'll get them next time, or they explained the fight. It freaked me out at first, a little weird. So, WoW players think that this is like a giant cult because we all love Yoshi P and stuff. It's funny. It's night and day, like finally getting to the light at the end of the tunnel. I agree so much, 100%. Oh man. All right. Cannot help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then in returning to the first, would they not... Yes, that's what I want to know. But mayhap that was their wish. The game design doesn't encourage competition, and that has an incredible impact. Oh yeah, I agree. The most toxic thing I've seen in this game was in a PvP duty. And at the end we lost, and someone in the chat said, good job sucking. And it might have been a joke. Like, that's the closest thing I've seen. Because, I mean, I know in WoW, like, you're kind of required to have add-ons to raid. And, you know, there are DPS check fights. I'm sure this game has DPS checks, too, on their fights. But, I mean, every time I did a raid in Discord in my WoW guild, you know, they would share the logs. And you'd feel really bad if you were, you know, last on DPS or not doing as much as you should. Seems like you focus more on clearing stuff rather than trying to do the most damage. There's a bigger focus on just, yeah, clearing the content, doing the mechanics. It's good stuff. There are toxic people in every game, but the toxicity is nothing like WoW. Oh my God, yeah. I don't know how many times I've been told to kill myself playing WoW. Enraged timers, they exist. There's a duty called Stone Sky Sea that lets you test. Can you clear this tier? Really? Oh man, I'm looking forward to that. I do try to min-max my DPS on what's it called? On my ninja, so hopefully if I do everything right, it works out. However, running a DPS meter is quite legitimately a bannable offense. Yeah, that's true. I've heard the same. I've heard that as well. Forgive me, my thoughts were elsewhere. In this one, I know full well there is yet work to be done. The crystals. Leave them to me. I will go back into Zahark and secure them. Everyone runs that program, but it's more so. Yeah. However, DPS meters is gray area. I mean, no, we don't. Don't brag and you'll be fine. Yeah. Actually, I was watching a podcast the other day, or I was listening to a podcast the other day. It's audio only. How could I watch it? And I was just learning about like differences from Shadowbringers, like class changes, because I haven't played prior to Shadowbringers much. Like I was a low level when I played before, so I had no idea what. So it was just funny when they were talking about DPS meters. They're like, through some strange magic, I figured out that my DPS was better when I played Samurai or something. So they never, they didn't want to admit, but they kind of did that they were using ACT. So I thought that was really funny. Like, if you don't talk about it, brag, or talk down on people about their DPS, etc., then you're okay. Yeah, I don't do that at all. I care more about just people following mechanics and not killing us. That's all. Or people being jerks. That's kind of like my number one thing. You know, it's a game after all. So as long as we're having fun, I don't really care if we wipe a few times in duties and stuff. Shadowbringers made my scholar sad. I have no idea what life was like before, so I have no idea. I heard Ninja was harder. I didn't think Ninja was really that hard. But then I heard Trick Attack used to have a positional in order to get it off, and now it doesn't. So I could see that's crazy. I could see that being really, because I could just be standing wherever. I mean, I only run to the flank once on Ninja, I think, to bring up a buff. But otherwise, I just sit behind a boss, and it's nice. I calculate my DPS with an Excel spreadsheet. Youngwell, how's it going, Youngwell? Trick is still important to land it behind the target. Oh, is there still a positional on it? I do hit it from behind. Scholar used to be like Affliction Lock. Dots, 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 more dots, dot spread is beautiful. Ah, I haven't played the Scholar, so I have no idea what it's like now. Oh, they greatly simplified it. Are they trying to lower the skill cap on this game? Because, I mean, when you're used to WoW, I felt like WoW's rotations are way easier than this. I feel like with WoW, you have like a 4-button rotation and a few cooldowns, and that's maybe some maintenance buffs as well. But with this, it kind of varies. I don't know. The Al-Majah will still be in disarray after the thrashing the Warriors of Darkness gave them. They're not like to notice a lone bard shulking about. But Thancred, you don't have to do this. I know. But I know I want to. I will see you at the Rising Stones. Wait, what are you going to do? What's Thancred going to do here? WoW kind of shifted to a priority system to play optimally. 14 has some insane rotations. You know, that's a good point. It's less rotation, it's more priority system. That's true. Rotation's not even the right word. But yeah, there are rotations here where like every minute, you know, you hit certain buttons in a correct order. You know, there's a certain window where you do, well, at least that's how Ninja feels to me. Otherwise, I'm just hitting the same 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 4. But every minute, yeah, I have a crazy rotation. I should go find Ida and Paplimo. They must have finished searching the Mask's camp by now. Not that it matters anymore. Alizé. Yeah, this is the last quest of 3.4, an ending to mark a new beginning. You must be tired, Andrew. I know I am. If thou wilt permit me, my lady, I would ask a question. When didst thou become aware of mine independent pursuits? When I saw you meeting with a warrior of darkness in the Ascian in white at the Great Library. She was there? Oh, that's right, she was there. She was behind... Yeah, that's right, I remember that. I tried not to think the worst. You've never been one to confide in others, so I knew that even were your intentions pure, you would not share your plans with us until you felt the time was right. But I cannot deny that a part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. I was fooled. I thought Urianger betrayed us. I admit it. Nexel, thank you so much for the follow, man. Been enjoying talking to you today. Hope you enjoy future streams as well. Glad to have you. By the way, Nexa, what server are you on? I'm on the Crystal Data Center. Right on. It's always nice to talk to, I don't know, former WoW players as well. Kind of feel the camaraderie there because we've been through the same trauma. Oh man, you're on Crystal? All right, man, you gotta add me if you want. This is my character's name on Bernhilder. And just let me know if you ever do add me. Black Mage Opener's like 18 skills unless you hit a spell speed breakpoint and can double sharp, in which case Opener is 30 keys. Oh, holy. Okay, but then after the Opener, like during like the cooldown period, is it a little bit simpler? Like, do you just hit like a few buttons during the cooldown period and then like after maybe like 45 seconds, then you go back to like 20 buttons? That's crazy. I could never play Black Mage or any caster where I have to, because like I love playing melee. And I don't know, I know with Black Mage, I heard the meme is you try to move as little as possible or else you'll never be able to get your casts off. So I don't think I could do that. That sounds insane. Sure thing, dude. Sounds good. Would that there had been another way. Know that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and that these sins will forever weigh heavy on my heart. Well, it's 1 to 2 minute intervals. Okay, that makes sense. That's not so bad. But still, that's a lot of buttons, and WoW would never have that. I understand why you did what you did, that you but sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not many would have the courage to make that choice. The burst and openers require mana potions to get the extra flare cast up. Really? You know what? I have looked at rotations for different classes. I was considering samurai or ninja in the end game, but now I'm more torn between gunbreaker and ninja. Yeah. WoW rating's more reactive, while 14 is more of a sophisticated dance with a ton of mechanics. I kind of like that. Or Fire 4. Mana potions for extra Fire 4. Oh, I don't like Black Mage. Oh, for Fire. Oh, I see. Oh, you don't Black Mage. I see. No worries, man. Okay, wait. With Urian J, have they just not explained it yet? Sorry, I have another question, guys. So, was he conspiring with Ascians because, if I understood what he was saying earlier, he tried to save the other world? Is that if you can't explain it to me, you can at least tell me what he was saying in the previous cutscenes. I think that he was trying to say that he was trying to save their world because he saw other adventurers just like them, just like the Scions, and he tried to save their world. And the most he could do was get Minfilia to help them. Do I have the gist of that understood correctly? Archon, your healer? Ah, I need to hang out with you more often. Yeah, basically. Okay, cool. Want to make sure. Sometimes with the old English, especially Urian J, I'm like, wait, I didn't get that, did I? More or less? Okay. Appreciate you guys not spoiling but still answering my questions. Hard to do. Andrew, forgive me, but I believe the events of the day have taken their toll on me. I should like to rest for a while. If thou wilt grant me leave, I would gladly escort thee into a refuge of thine own choosing. Once my lady hath regained her strength, we shall join thee at the rising stones. Until then, warrior of light. Alright, where is he? Where is the little potato? Oh, he's up north. Story good, do it yourself. It hungers for tears. I've already had to fight it back a couple times. I just want to make sure I understand stuff before I proceed so I don't, like, miss the point of the cutscene. I'm always afraid of that. I'm always like, wait, did I misunderstand the scene? I get obsessive that way. Whenever I get into anything, I like overly obsessed. Like right now that's 14. So the story, I'm like overly obsessed with it and I want to make sure I understand the details. Otherwise I'm not satisfied with myself. Oh, whoops, he's outside the walls. Gunbreaker is a good class. If you enjoy tanking, go for it. It's like a DPS in a tank. That's what everyone says, and that's why I wanted to give it a chance. Plus, I liked the I like the way they look. I like their trench coats. I like the gunblade. I was exposed to Squall as a kid. My brother played. Was it FF8 he was in? So I got to see a little bit of him. So I'm not like I'm not like super knowledgeable on Squall or Gunbreakers, but. Yeah, just the whole theme of him is cool. The whole job's theme is cool. Gunbreaker's 3 DPS in a trench coat. That's right. Well met, Andrew. Alfinal said you would be joining us. 'Twould seem the Griffin Double was telling the truth. Insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the Mask's camp. Did you perchance find one in Zahark? It's one of the most button-mashy classes, plays like DPS, and has the highest damage tank, so if that appeals to you, go for it. That's pretty much why I picked it, because I like that there's so many off-global cooldown moves. I actually don't, obviously one of my criticisms of this game is the long global cooldown. So when I play Gunbreaker, and even Ninja for that matter, when there's a lot of buttons to hit, it feels good. I don't really think about that long GCD. When I play Samurai, even though Samurai has the Shifu buff, which increases your skill cooldown and all that, like, it still feels really slow to me. So, like, that's why I can't play Samurai. Tank balancing in this game is very balanced. All the tanks have their strengths and weaknesses, but no one tank is better than the other. It just depends on your playstyle. That's cool. I've heard that, like, at the highest level, there are, favorable compositions, but otherwise, for the most part, you just play whatever. It's pretty cool. Like, I heard about Dark Knight having being the best main tank. Yeah, all that. I prefer Paladin. Sure, it's lower selfish output, but has so many mechanics and covers. It's the utility tank. Yeah, and I heard it's the easiest one to pick up too. It's good for new people as well, I've heard. Let me see. Actually, I don't believe it. The crystals, Minfilia, all of it. It's just, I don't know what it is. It just needs a res, can do everything else. I know, at this point, why not? I mean, Red Mage has a res. Why can't one of the tanks have a res, right? That'd be crazy. I sympathize, Yida. Even now, I struggle to comprehend that which I saw. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. 'Twas bittersweet, aye, but also affirming. Yeah, when you get to 70 plus those Stormblood and the Shadowbringers, your class will really flesh itself out. Oh yeah, I'm nowhere near it, huh? Andrew, you gonna watch the FanFest stuff? I'm not sure. I don't know if there's gonna be will there be spoilers? Is it safe for me to watch? Because if there's spoilers, I'll hold off and I'll wait. But if it's safe for me to watch, I'll check it out. I don't know if they're gonna talk about certain characters and, I could ask. Oh, quite possibly. Okay. I'll just ask you guys when I'm straight up, because what did I miss? What happened? It's very likely to be very spoiler heavy. Okay, I'll avoid it. I'll be safe. I care too much about this story. Though I'm loath to leave the Griffin to his own devices, I feel our investigation would benefit from your more dispassionate perspectives, and I hope that we might, in turn, offer our own opinions on the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. Gods, it's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. We got the whole gang back together except for Minfilia. This sucks. We should be glad to recount them, and Tataru's tales may very well surprise you. Yeah, she did quite a lot more than just be the typical receptionist, especially in Ishgard. Who's Sadis? Yida? Yida? Ralgar be praised, it is you! I care so much about the story. Hasn't been relevant since. Holy shit, are we gonna see Illidan at the Black Temple? Yeah, I know, and wow, if honestly, like, I do not give a crap about WoW's story anymore. I used to care so much, but now it's like, oh look, Anduin's evil. Cool, he got taken over. He didn't go evil because of some crazy good reason. He was possessed. Just like every other bad character in Blizzard's universe. They were infected by some demon magic, fell, undead magic, whatever. That's it. That's why they're evil. No other motivation. They're evil because they were possessed. Anduin is Arthas now? Sure. Yeah, exactly. Tataru is the glue that holds the group together. She's the lifeblood. She kind of is, actually. Wait, where do I know this? Oh, he was the one I was talking to in the, inside, what's it called? Inside that camp. Yida, alive and standing here before me in the flesh, I can hardly believe my eyes. Best potato, Tatari she is. Oh, come now. Has it really been so long you don't remember me? It's Godovald. I fought beside your father in the revolution. Yeah, they're both from Alamigo, huh? Do not think less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us our separate ways, but the resistance were always welcome in Little Alamigo. They gave us hope, and young Ida most of all. Aye, Ida here was always full of fire, ever the first to volunteer for a mission, till the day she up and vanished. That is, there were rumors, and we feared the worst. But here you are, alive and well, looking nary a day older. Well, what can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, but you see, I got involved with my friends here, the Scions. Oh, sorry, we were still the Circle of Knowing back then, right? Anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you, but it was very secretive stuff at the time, and as you can see, I'm totally fine. That's the thing about 14, though. When it comes to villain, no one's truly evil or just corrupted by something. They all have their motives. That's what I've appreciated about this game so much. Because, yeah, and what everyone is just, like, even Sargeras, like, yeah, he kind of got frustrated with how the universe was, but ultimately he did bad things because he got corrupted. And, yeah, everybody. Illidan drank the green goo. Garrosh's father, his name, Grom Hellscream, he drank the blood of Manaroth. What is it? Sylvanas was brought back from the dead, working with a jailer. I don't know. It's always you're always just evil by or corrupted. I don't know. It's funny. You kind of sympathize with the villains in this story, which I quite like. I know we've got a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now I've got to hurry back to our headquarters. My friends are expecting me. What is she running for? Oh, look at this cliffhanger they're leading us on. I mean, even Nidhogg isn't just evil. He had good reasons to hate the elves. Yeah, the elves were the ones that started it. He's just pissed and wants his revenge. I mean, it's basically he's the mirror to Estinian. My brother and I I misread it as Einstein first, and now my brother jokingly refers to Estinian as Einstein. Now, whenever we play a triple triad and we see the Estinian card, he's like, "Oh, did you play the Einstein card?" I'm like, "Dang it!" You mean Elf Batman? Basically, yes. Let us return to the Rising Stones. Elf Batman. That's funny. Hells take me for giving you that mask. Oh, so that's why she wears the mask. She's trying to hide from the Alamegans. That's why, huh? Is that it? That's what me thinks. Haha, very... They always tease in this. They don't just spoon-feed you info in this game. You'll find out. Oh my gosh. Oh, this game is just so good. Okay. So we're pretty close to the... We still haven't quite finished up 3.4, it looks like, because this is the last quest. Alright. But anyways... Whoops. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna have to call it here, because I'm gonna start working on dinner. I'm making some burgers tonight. It's more complicated than you're imagining. Really? Okay. I look forward to learning more about the history of this. So guys, I'm making burgers tonight because at this grocery store I found ground ribeye and I thought that sounded sinful, but so first thing I did was I bought it. So I'll let you guys know how that ends up tasting. A burger made of ribeye. Imagine grinding up a perfectly tender ribeye.
PogChamp.
Oh, my wife's sub. Thank you for the 4 months. I think that's her subtly telling me to get off the computer and cook dinner. I heard her come in the door earlier. She's home from work. All right, guys. To all the new people here, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, just consider hitting the follow button, clicking the bell to get notified when I go live. Once again, like I said, if you're new and don't want to follow, it's okay. I hope you at least enjoyed today's stream and watching me play the story. But if you do decide to stick around, I play FF14 on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time to 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. Let me send my socials in the chat. Most important is my Discord, since I don't really stream that. I only stream like 2 hours, 3 days a week, so that's not a lot of time. So if you want to still hang out, come join the Discord server. It's a small community, but really cool people in there. We like to just chill in there. I got a Twitter, I got a YouTube. I upload all my streams to a VODs channel. I have an Instagram, all that. We're gonna raid a small 14 streamer, help make someone's day. So yeah, come join me and just say hello to this person. Keep spreading that positivity from the FF14 community. I just picked a random one. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on Friday, 3:30 p.m. Pacific time.